From the San Diego, California, America's finest city, we're here at Snapdragon Stadium to watch one of the perennial jewels of the bowl season, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense takes the field. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Beavers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through it, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Here he comes out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 28. Johnson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Gators in the hurry-up. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. At the 45 on his way. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quick release on the RPO. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. From the red zone, it's Daniels. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Daniels. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Johnson looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Here's the handoff. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craven. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's
going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are on the move. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snap it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He leaves it with his back. Hard running there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Beavers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Using his legs, it's Daniels. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Quick release by the QB. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Daniels. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going for 6. Touchdown Gators! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the shotgun, the inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Makes the catch. There he goes. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant, and your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam. When you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. Spins away from the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Beavers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gators want to move quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Durant. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And while that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation point.
They'll go to the counter. Sweet cut there. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Gators! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Knocked down for the tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up?
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive.
Florida, 42. Oregon State, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could
breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. But
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Fires left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. Makes a man miss. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to touchdown Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Looking for room. It's Webb. able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Nolan. He unleashes a long one. He caught it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Beck's going for the goal line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard. Comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily...
Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together